I've never seen him be that, egocentrical, or boasting or sticking his chest out type bullshit that you might expect from somebody who could be in his shoes and have that kind of attitude. I definitely don't see that at the gym.
Here's another takedown that I use a lot on the mat and standing up from an overhook position. Now, you don't want to be going for an overhook. You want center position or an underhook, remember, but sometimes you find yourself there. The guy's pushing. You get your foot on the inside, lay back and roll him over. Important not to pull him on top of you. Attacking the legs is probably one of the most common things you'll ever be up against in a street fight. So even if you don't plan on taking your opponent down, or you never want to take your opponent to the ground in a street fight, if that's your strategy, you still want to spend some time learning these basic fundamental attacks, just so you'll be able to counter them. You can't counter something if you don't know what it looks like. So knowing the basics of single leg, double leg, high crotch takedowns, those are fundamentals that anybody that's serious about learning how to fight needs to know. I'm going to bring out one of the fighters from the Straight Blast gym. He's going to go over just a few basic leg takedowns. That's not what this tape is about. We'll do that on another tape. But I just want you to see an example of what some of them look like. Ewan? Okay, here you see Ewan from the gym going for a basic double leg takedown. Same slide by double you saw us do earlier from the pummel, only this time he's using a penetration step to get in. Very important basic movement you want to work. There you go, penetration step, lifts the guy, turns using his head. Hook behind takedown, it's a good basic takedown. Very effective, he gets that a lot sparring in the gym. There's a go behind, classic move. You saw Ewan execute this on one of his fights. Here he goes for a basic single leg takedown, drags him to the ground. Same thing, the opponent stays up, so he sweeps him, and that goes right into a nice arm lock. Watch him set this up. You circle away from the leg that you want to attack. Get the guy to step a little bit. That's going to set up his takedown. There you go. Right into the arm lock. Watch his penetration step. He doesn't bend forward at the waist, or you're going to get that snap down. But he changes elevation. Nice takedown. He sets it up, pulls on the elbow a little bit, shoots underneath and attacks the single leg. Goes around to the side and lifts. This is a very good combination, whether you're talking about volley tudo or submission tournament. Two, please. And two for me, please. Fuck off! Get off me!
I would disagree. I would say that I have acquired much more discipline, much more composure, I'm much more relaxed, because I think it takes a lot more discipline and composure when somebody's really trying to beat the snot out of you than when you're not really threatened or not really challenged. I mean, when you know that, you know, all you're playing is tag like they do in most sport karate, and you know that, you know, you might take a little bit of a hit every once in a while on an accident. Yeah, you know, it's real easy to have that holier-than-thou religion, you know, that turn-the-other-cheek religion. But when you're here, I mean, you have to develop composure. You have to develop discipline to keep coming back and doing it, number one, and to survive, to really learn how to fight. You have to have that, and this helps develop it. I think the hard contact really helps.
So you're doing a hard contact with the guy. What stops you from, you know, mistakes happen, you get a good shot in the jaw, from just going, son of a bitch, die. And why aren't guys, like, getting pissed at each other? All the G stuff I'm with, probably a really nice bunch of guys.
I think that's the composure. I think that somebody who can't control themselves like that is not going to last in this gym. And I think, you know, I think they would last at the other gyms because they're not going to get hit. And I think that kind of attitude either has to die or you're going to be moving on.
Okay, here's a basic high crotch takedown. If there's 3 takedowns, every fighter should know that it's going to be a double leg, a single leg, and a high crotch. If you don't know what those things mean, you need to go find yourself a wrestling coach. Everybody needs to know those. They can call the gym, they can come down here, they can stay here and train at the gym, and there's always training going on, more than they could possibly want in most cases. More stuff going on than we can even deal with it. So there's training every day. They can come here. If they're in an area where they're not able to come train at the gym, and there's nothing like our gym around, which is not uncommon, you still just have to remember you need to train the 3 primary areas that we talked about in these tapes of fighting: the clinch, stand-up fighting, and ground fighting. There's a lot of great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructors